Hi folks. Well, it seems like some people in South Korea, the west side of the Sea of Japan, they're participating in one of their favorite sports again. The sport of bashing Japan. That's it. Let's bash the people of the land of the rising sun, Nihongoku, Japan. And this activity takes a rather unusual twist. In this latest edition, they're demanding that the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, ban the rising sun flag. Why, that's a Nazi flag. Get rid of it. It has no place anywhere where the Olympics are going to be. Yeah! September. The summer of 2020, the Summer Olympics are in Japan, Tokyo, and they're insisting that the rising sun flag be banned from any of the venues having to do with the Olympics. Yeah. Now that flag originally was a flag of the Imperial Japanese Army, later adopted by the Japanese Maritime Forces. That flag has been around, I think, since around the mid-1800s. But the South Koreans, the few, or maybe the many, who equate that flag with the Nazi flag, are misguided. They like to point to Japan and say, you need to learn your history. Really? Well, you see, there are three other fingers pointing right back at you. You need to learn your history. So let's just say you're correct. That is the Nazi flag. It's the same thing as the Nazi flag. Well, so is your Korean flag, which represents Korea. Any flag that represents Korea, it's a Nazi flag. And here's why I say this. During the Second World War, Korea was part of Japan. Koreans joined the Japanese Imperial Army to fight against the United States and the Allies. The Koreans joined the Imperial Japanese Army to fight alongside their allies, the Nazis in Germany. Now, in the 21st century, Japan does not deny that they were allied with Germany during the Second World War. Now in the 21st century, Korea denies that they were allied with Germany during the Second World War. So if the rising sun flag you equate with Nazism, then you need to equate any flag representing Korea being equated with Nazism. Royal princesses of the Korean royal family joined the Imperial Japanese Army. A gentleman joined the Japanese Army, Korean. He was so distinguished he became an officer in Manchuria. Later on he became president of where? South Korea. Sorry, if you're going to attribute anything negative by the Japanese during the Second World War, you have to attribute that to yourself also. Now, a lot of those Koreans who joined the Japanese Imperial Army were unfit for service in combat. So what did the Japanese do with them? They made them guards at POW camps. And what did those Korean guards at Japanese POW camps do to United States prisoners and Allied prisoners? They were extra mean to them. They were sadistic to them because they felt that if they were mean and sadistic towards the Allied prisoners, it would prove their worthiness to their Japanese officers. So please, if the Japanese rising sun flag is a Nazi flag, your flag is a sadistic flag. Yeah, so says I. So please, stop the Japan bashing because it comes right back at you. And here's the funny thing. Korea, which was a part of Japan during the Second World War, Korea, which assisted Japan during the Second World War, is complaining about the rising sun flag. The United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, New Zealand, Australia, and other countries which is part of the Allies, they're not complaining about that flag. Gee, I wonder why. Are the people in Hawaii complaining about that flag where there's Pearl Harbor? No, they're not complaining about the flag. If anyone should complain about the flag, it should be the aforementioned group that I just mentioned. But we don't have any problem with the rising sun flag because you know why? It was over 70 years ago. That's why. We don't carry it into the 21st century as a means of holding a grudge and bashing an allied nation. Hello, Korea! Korea! Japan is an allied nation of yours. You'd have lost South Korea to the North Koreans during the Korean War had it not been for Japan, because the United States and its allies, the UN allies, was able to use Japan as a staging point to defend South Korea from the communists. If the North Koreans invade South Korea, where do you think a majority of the help is going to come from? Japan. Be it Japanese troops? Probably not, because they're not allowed to engage in war. But American troops staging off for Japan. Japan is a valuable ally of yours, so you need to realize that and stop with this Japan bashing, because it's only ignorant on your part. You need to learn your history. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the nation you happen to be in. God bless our good friends and trusted allies in the land of the rising sun, Nihongoku, Japan. And also, God bless the good people in South Korea, because there's a whole lot of good people in South Korea. It's just the noisy ones, you know what they always say, the squeaky wheel gets oiled. It's only the noisy ones that seem to be inhaling all of the oxygen in this discussion. Tossed them aside, marginalized him. See ya.